I would come in and try a different sort of video today. I know I've done some massage videos, but I thought I would try just a simple back and neck massage that you can do on your partner, your child, anybody. Just a nice simple massage that doesn't take a lot of effort. So that's what I'm going to do today. So here I am. I warmed up Nomi's back a little bit. I already had some massage lotion on her back that I put on before I started filming. And I actually cut half of the filming out because I didn't like how I had set up the camera. So her back is already nice and moisturized. And so I warmed it up a little bit, doing a little effleurage and petrissage, which sort of just warms up the back. It gets things going, gets blood flow going. And now I'm working on her shoulder and areas where she gets tight, where most people get really, really tight, is right in there. So usually a lot of times when clients come in, they will say, I have a lot of tension right in my shoulder blades. And that is pretty much for everyone, right in those shoulder blades. Those muscles get very tired. So this is me. So normally in massage, I probably wouldn't sit down right then. It's really good to sit down though. It's good to rest your body and your muscles. But I don't tend to sit down much. I usually sit down at the very end when I'm working on the neck. But if your therapist sits down, don't think that's a bad thing. It's really not. It's perfectly fine to sit down. So just some nice strokes, getting things warmed up. So this area gets super tight because we use our backs, our arms, our neck a lot. So it's just like right in between the shoulder blades. Just warming things up. And in my normal massages, I try to use my forearms more than anything. The hands get tired very, very quickly. So you don't, as a massage therapist, we don't want to use our hands a lot. We definitely use our hands. But when it comes to, like, especially a deep tissue, we don't want to use our hands too much. So what am I talking about here? So right in there, okay. Maybe I'm talking about cross fiber friction, or just how to sort of get into that rhomboid right there. The rhomboid is a deeper muscle, right in there, but down more. So I'm sort of pushing the fascia away from her spine. I find that a lot of knots and like built up tension hides like right along the spine, like sort of like cozied up against the spine. And if you sort of swoop down with your thumbs and spread it out, you could feel it. You could really feel how it's bunched up and it needs to be smoothed out, you know? And that causes greater flexibility and mobility. Smoothing out of the fascia to smooth it out along the spine all the way down. So right up against the spine, all the way up from the lower, maybe the top of, the lower neck, all the way down the back. Right along the spine, you have the spinales. And those muscles, I feel like, what I like to do with them is just smooth them out So sort of here, there's your spine, and you go across all the way down. So there I'm pulling on the occipitals right up there on the base of that neck. It gets very tight. A lot of migraines and headaches happen right in there. When people tell me they have a lot of migraines, they got a lot of headaches, I usually find a lot of tension right up in those occipitals. So there's I'm saying to like pull the muscle back, pull that shoulder back, really grip it, and then pull it back. It feels so amazing, like that little move right there. That's like basically nothing. It's so easy. It feels so amazing. I'm telling you, it feels great. So I like to do that. And it's not super hard on the hands. It's a really nice sensation also. When I'm doing these moves, I try to end with the same sort of number. So if I do 10 on one side, I like to do 10 on the other side. So smooth it all out. Nice and warmed up. These little circular motions around the shoulder feel great, especially that edge of the shoulder. If you could really, it's sort of like, okay, well there I'm talking about the scapula, which is that really big triangular muscle. It's a really big muscle. You could do a lot with the scapula. There's a lot hiding underneath the scapula also. So once you smooth out all that fiber and friction and knots that's hiding along the edge of the scapula, from the top to the medial border, to the lateral border, down, like all of that, there's always like knots and tension just like hanging out and sort of just holding that shoulder. It just kind of holds it together. I mean like holding it, like not in a good way. It's just, you want to have more flexibility, more mobility. So you want to smooth all that fascia away from that muscle. Just get it nice and smooth. Get all the bunches out of there. And you could feel them. You could feel them all hiding. It's like, it just feels like, so when you work on a knot, it feels like a hard substance underneath the skin. And as you start to work on it, it sort of smooths out. So it's like this hard pebble or little rock, and it sort of smooths out, you know. You could feel all that. And so when that fascia is nice and smooth, you just have more mobility. And there's a lot of ways to get to those deeper muscles. So I'm working on the traps, warming those traps up. And then as you go down on the side of the shoulder, you have the deltoid, sort of covering the shoulder. But then you have those deeper muscles. So you have the levator scapula, the rhomboids that are deeper underneath that scapula. Then you have the infraspinatus, which is I'll show you when we get to that. So here I'm still warming things up, trying to get that fascia nice and smooth so that I could get to those lower muscles. Fascia is like a web, just one huge spider web. It's so nice to get a massage. I haven't gotten a massage in so long, and it's not good. Like, really, massages are, you should think of massages as healthcare, not really a luxury, you know. It's been a while since I had one. So that is the cross fiber friction, where I'm smoothing that fascia away from the spine, trying to smooth it out to get more flexibility and mobility in Nomi's arm. Now when I'm doing some deep work, like really deep work, I'll use my forearm and also the back of my shoulder. Now I'm not talking about the point of my shoulder, but I will use that sometimes too. Usually when it's like a last resort. Like when I'm working on somebody who's really, like, I can't give them enough pressure, or they have some serious muscles to get through. Sometimes I have to resort to the tip of my elbow. And usually people that love deep tissue, really deep like that, they don't mind that. But otherwise I would use the back of my elbow, which is flat. So here I am going down really the erector muscles. Those are the muscles that hold you up. So I'm going down, all the way down, smoothing that fascia. I'm in the mid-back. So there you have the latissimus dorsi, which is a really, really big muscle in the mid-back going to the lumbar spine. This little move right here where you put your hands, you just swoop your hands on alongside the lower back. It feels really nice. Just squeeze in. It feels really, really nice. It looks so simple, but it feels so amazing. So here I am working on the other side, and normally I would be standing on the other side of Nomi, but just for filming purposes, I decided to do it like this. I think it's easier to work from the opposite side. Not always, but moves like this, for me, I think it's easier to work from the opposite side, but not all massage therapists think that way. So Nomi has a lot of pressure, a lot of tension down here, really tight. And of course, if I was doing some deep work, I would be using my forearm, which covers a lot more space, and I can get quite deep using the weight of my body instead of my little fingers that have little muscles. So little fingers with little muscles can't go on for a really long time, you know. They can get injured quite easily. Sometimes I'll have someone ask me if I could do a deep tissue on them using just my hands. And I understand that because it feels really nice to be squeezed and, you know, do things that hands could do, just hands could do, that the forearm can't necessarily do. But to keep that up for a sustained amount of time is really, really difficult, and it hurts. It's not comfortable, you know. It's really not comfortable at all. And in order to be able to sustain a career as a massage therapist, you have to be more smart about how you use your body. And so a guest or a client might be upset if you tell them you can't do a whole deep tissue using just hands. But they have to understand that this is their career and they can't risk an injury, or, you know, they just can't. New massage therapists will definitely do it because, wait, hold on, I'm showing you my elbow because usually I'm telling you I would use the back of the flat part of my arm, not the pointy part of the elbow. So, but I remember when I was a young massage therapist, I would do things where I was like, why did I do that? That just freaking hurt my body. Because you're young and you don't know better and you want to make people happy. But if I want to keep this up into my 60s, I have to be smart about my body. So you see how you could get a really big amount of space and go nice and deep. I'm not going deep here. I'm being really gentle. But you could get a really good amount of space and you could cover a lot of area there. So normally I would work into the hips and into the top of the glutes, but I'm not focusing on that right now for this video. So I'm really just working in the lumbar spine right above the sacrum. But normally I would go up into the hip and into the SI joint and the top of the glutes. But yeah, this is not that video. So you see how I could get a lot of good pressure using the weight of my body. Right in there, a lot of people hold so much tension. And that's also an area where you could get, what am I trying to say? When your back gets seized up, I can't think of the word right now. I hear Sullivan crying out to me. That boy, oh my goodness. He's a lap dog. He's like, Mommy, what are you doing? I need you right now. Nomi's watching him. But, oh my God, what is that word I'm thinking of right now? Where you have a little muscle cramp, it seizes up. I can't think of it. Anyway, that's a nice area to work those out. So I'm just working on Nomi's shoulder, giving it a nice warmth, feeling what's going on. I combed her hair out earlier, so it looks nice and fluffy for the video. Oh my God, Sullivan, I'm so sorry. A little more cross fiber friction. So I'm going to show you just sort of repetitive things in this video. Normally I would have, it would be way more like a routine. Like I would just flow through whatever routine I felt they needed. But right here I'm not doing that. I'm just showing little things to do. So you can see how her muscles are very movable and pliable. You can see how a lot of that tension has been worked out. I could watch somebody get a massage and I can see where their knots are. The skin and the muscles just move differently when there's a big knot, And I've done this so many times, and I've worked on so many people that you could just sort of see it without even touching them. The muscle just lays differently a little bit. This feels so nice. Pressing up along the sacrum into the SI joint. Oh my gosh, there's just so much tension in those areas for everyone. recipient can get into a deep state of relaxation. It takes about 15 minutes to get into that really deep state of relaxation. So here I'm going to show you how to get into some of the deeper muscles. So it takes about 15 minutes for the parasympathetic nervous system to kick in. But when it does, that's when the brain tingles really start flying. So this area right here, for me, when I get a massage, when I'm massaged right here on the lower arm, I get so many tingles for whatever reason. Also my lower leg, it just like floods my brain with dopamine, and it's like I was just injected with the drug. So massages are really good for brain tingles as well. They are so good for brain tingles, you won't believe it. So, one thing I didn't show, when you go down the arm like that, and then up through the body, massive brain tingles. Okay, I wanted to show you, see how Nomi's arm is so movable and pliable, and I can easily move it. She's not resisting, she's not holding her muscles. That's what I was trying to demonstrate there. That is really... So you're going to have the best massage if you could just really let your muscles go. And it's hard. It takes practice. Some people can do it instantly, but otherwise it does take practice. You can tell that she's very relaxed because look at her fingers. Some people that are so tense, their fingers won't even move like that. They're just holding them, you know. They're using their muscles to hold them and they don't even realize it. It takes practice to let go. But see, look at, she's so relaxed. Her hands are just like completely giving in. That's how you want to be in a massage, just like that. That's what you want. And it takes time to get there if you tend to be a more tense person, or it's harder for you to let go, or it's not even harder to let go, but it's hard to let somebody massage you, you know, it's just, there's so many factors. But if you can get to a place where you can let go, oh my god, it's so amazing. And so you also need a massage therapist that you really trust too. But this is a nice way to get a deeper massage in the arms by using the palms of your hands like that and using the weight of your body and just push in and press in. That feels amazing. Like these little moves that I'm showing you are so incredibly easy and so incredibly basic, but feel unbelievably amazing. So now I'm showing you how I use my forearm when I just need more strength. And that is such a good tool. It's an amazing tool to use. You can get a huge body, an area, like a huge area of your body, of the person's body, and put so much pressure. You can just cover a large area. It's really nice. It's really effective. So here I'm going to show you how you should be when you get a massage. When you work up to it, this is what it should look like. So nice. So you're not holding your muscles. You're not doing it yourself. You're not putting your arm back yourself. You know, so many people that get massages, they anticipate. They'll move their hands or their arms where they think you want them as the massage therapist, but unnecessary. You don't have to work when you're getting a massage unless the therapist says to lift your legs for the bolster or something like that, or to, you're going to turn over now. You don't help. You don't have to help. You don't need to activate any muscles. You just lie there like a lump. That's all you have to do. And your therapist will do the rest. So like even here with the fingers, some people I'll massage one finger and then they'll give me the next one. And then they'll give me the next one. And then they'll give me the next one. Many don't even realize they're doing it, but some think that they're helping is a good thing. And it's not. You're activating muscles that you shouldn't be activating, and I'm working harder as a massage therapist because all of those muscles are activated. And you're not relaxed. It's hard. It's hard to let go. It's hard to feel like somebody could take over. And you don't want, and also some people just feel like, I don't want to be like a lazy person, so I want to help out. So these are other ways to get under the scapula. So, the scapula is such a movable muscle. It's very movable. See how relaxed Nomi is? She's not holding her shoulder at all. You could literally pop that scapula up and like grab underneath it. No, I'm not going to do that because Nomi really likes the Swedish massage. She doesn't really like deep tissue. So she would definitely not like me doing that. But you can get under it really good. You can see it's already popping up there. But I could literally dig way under there if I wanted to, but Nomi's not the right client for that. Some massage therapists will have the client put their arm behind their back, which is definitely effective, but I don't really like doing that. I feel like you can injure your client that way. But see, look at all through there, super dense. It's super dense, full of knots and adhesions that need to be worked out. Super dense under there. It feels nice to rock the body. It's sort of like a lullaby for the guest. It's very relaxing. So here's another opportunity to smooth out anything that's trapped under the scapula. Smooth it out so that your guest, your client, has more freedom in their muscle, in their arms, and their shoulder. Nomi actually has quite a bit of density, but I'm not trying to work it out too much. It's more of an enjoyable Swedish for her, light Swedish, but I'm still able to work out a good amount of the density and tension, even with the Swedish. Nomi is laughing and telling me something funny at that moment. She was cold, so I put a blanket on her. We live right by the coast, so it's pretty cool still for us. I work about 25 miles away, and it could be 70 degrees where I live, and then 105 where I work in the mountains, which is just crazy. So it's literally so warm where I work, but at home it's cool. This is a very nice move, very, I am going to show you some ways that people sort of hold on to their muscles and take over in some of these upcoming clips, just so you get an idea of what it looks like. So here I am elongating the muscle and working through the cross fiber friction to sort of get all of those adhesions smoothed out and elongating the muscle by having Nomi's arm pulled to the front. This will take away a lot of the tension in our lower back. And this is sort of the side of the scapula, like underneath the scapula on the bottom. And also working the infraspinatus. Infraspinatus is that sort of muscle on the side that's right below the rhomboids. So here I'm just showing how I get a little more strength. Give my hands a little bit of a rest and use my forearm. This stretch feels great, especially when you have a lot of tension in your lower back and you feel like your lower back is super stiff. So a little bit more cross fiber friction, and there's Sullivan, who had to be part of the game. He is so cute, oh my god. So I was taught to work on the opposite side of the body, so where I'm standing now, and then I'm working on that other side of the body. That's how I was taught. And then as I moved different areas and different states, and I saw how other massage therapists worked, I learned to also work on the same side of the body, which is something that I was completely taught not to do, but it's absolutely fabulous as well. So I work on both sides of the body. But I just remember when I was in school, I was specifically told, don't work on the same side of the body. So there I am showing you. I'm not using my pointy elbow, I'm using the flat side. And with this move, you get a lot of strength, and it feels very smooth. And so the client is not going to feel like, oh my god, that's very intense. Your pokey ass elbow is intense. It's not going to feel like that. And that's how I was taught to work. It's very effective, and it's not hard. I mean, it is hard when you're working on someone that's huge muscles, really, really tight. But this gives me so much strength that I can get into those muscles, you know. But of course, here I'm going very light for Nomi. This is very light. And I'm using my other hand to sort of guide me into, so I could feel any knots that are there, also to keep me away from the spine. And so in my massage, I'm constantly moving fascia away from the spine. Constantly. myself a beer that I have right here. It is so good. It's a Blue Moon mango wheat. I just had this the first time a few days ago, and I love it. Okay, so here I think I'm going to show you some arm stuff that people do. Okay, yeah. Let me show you this first. So this is what people do right when I'm about to work on their arm. They do this, watch. And then when I'm about to pull it forward, instead of letting me, they do it themselves. Let's see if I can capture this right. See? Okay, no. So that's how you should do it. I did it myself. But look, see? That's what people do. They automatically move their arm, see? So many people do that, you won't believe. See? You don't have to do that. Just let your massage therapist will guide your muscles. Exactly. See? My little annoying face. People, when they know I'm about to move their arm, see, your mind is still in control. You see how they do that? I didn't put it there. You're anticipating what I want. So the person was helping me. They put their arm all the way to the front, but I wasn't asking for that. I didn't ask for anything. I was just going to put your arm to the side. But they assumed what I needed and decided to help me instead, which activates all your muscles. So remember, when you're helping your massage therapist, you're actually not helping them. You're annoying them. Just to be honest. See, nice and relaxed. Completely relaxed her muscles. See, it's so nice. I can put it in front. She just lets me do it. Look at, see how she put it in herself instead of letting me do it. You see what I'm saying? Let's show that again. I'm going to show you what it looks like again. See, because I wasn't done, but she thought I was done. And so she put it back. That's what the guest did. That's what the guest did. They put it back, but I wasn't done. I needed to still work on the side. See? Don't do that. Let your massage therapist do it. Oh my god, that beer is so good. But again, it's really, really hard to let go. So I'm definitely not saying, just do this, just do that. It's so easy. It's not. It's really hard to let go. And I know that. But you will be surprised. Some people don't even realize it. And then when they do realize it, they can easily let go. So it's just a sort of teaching moment. But it's not easy. So now I'm just demonstrating a really nice arm massage where the client is completely relaxed, letting me do what I need to do with the arm, not activating any muscles, just relaxed and really into the massage. Nice relaxed fingers moving like they are in the wind. Very flexible, completely ready to receive a massage and to get the full benefit of a relaxing massage. You know, I haven't got a massage in so long, and I really need to get a massage. So like I was saying earlier, massages should be thought of as something that you need to do for your health. There's just so many benefits. And I do work a physical job. Obviously, I'm a massage therapist, but even besides that, if you don't work a physical job, everything's physical. Even if you sit at a desk all day long, that's physical in its own way. You're going to have lower back that's tight. You're always on the computer, so your shoulders are going to be super tight. You might have carpal tunnel. your fingers are going to be stiff. So you have to think of massage as healthcare. So I haven't gotten a massage in so long, and I think it's mainly because I had that surgery, and so I wasn't able to lie on my stomach. But now I've been able to lie on my stomach fine for like 2 months. Oh my god, I'm so happy about that. And so there's really no excuse. I need to get one. And I don't have one that I go to specifically. I go to a lot of different people. But even if it's not like the best massage, I still get benefits. Unless they do some sort of harm, but hopefully that won't happen. I try to stay away from people I feel are going to harm me. Even if you go and you get a really light massage and you don't get a lot of working out, it's so beneficial still, because you're going to get so many brain tingles, which releases so much dopamine. And so you might get some muscle release. Say it's just very minimal muscle release. It's still so important, because you got, an hour or an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and a half of just being able to relax and get some dopamine and get some deep relaxation of your parasympathetic nervous system. I mean, if you could just get some relaxation with that, just activate that system for, even 45 minutes a day, not even a day, because you know what I mean. Even if you got 45 minutes that day, that's so beneficial. Even if your muscles weren't fully worked out, it doesn't matter. You don't have to get your muscles worked out. I would normally go to the top. Oh yeah, I mentioned that earlier. So yeah, it's so good just to get that release, just that. Oh, it's just so nice. And so I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one in 2 weeks. I used to get one, every month, and I need to go back to that. And massages, they're not super expensive. Like you could get a great massage for under $100. And some insurances will pay. You might not even know. You might not even know that your insurance pays for a certain amount of massages. You might not have any idea. It's worth looking into. A perfect, relaxed arm. Very nice. Look at Sullivan is so relaxed. It could be very relaxing just to watch hand movements and arm movements. Yes, definitely go into the sacrum and SI joints. It's so nice. Oh my gosh, the SI joint is so nice. There's so much tension hiding in there. Those little dimples that you see in your lower back. Dig into those, and it feels great. So, with working on the occipitals, which are on the base of the neck, you could really get some good occipital work when your client is face up, because you have the weight of their head, and you could get a really nice release. But I'm not going to turn Nomi over right now. I'm going to keep it just like this. I keep bumping her head. But it's very, very gentle. And you can still get a really nice release nice strokes. Very easy movements that just really make a world of difference for your friend, your partner, your daughter, your son. Just really nice movements that are super easy. Press into the occipitals. Release a lot of that tension. A lot of that tension. Sometimes the occipitals feel like straight up hard rocks. And then once they're finally released, you feel like your head is so light that it's going to fly off of your body like a helium balloon. And then during the day, you'll get all these nice cracks of your neck because your muscles just continue to release and relax. You know, after you get a massage, your body continues to relax. It's really nice. Then you'll have a wonderful deep sleep. It's like, wow, if you keep that up, you'll be doing good for yourself. I gotta tell myself that a lot. I gotta keep that up, you know, you feel so good if you could just keep it up. These really nice, easy, gentle movements are very relaxing. They can release a lot of brain tingles just doing this. And then going up the neck and up there, you will, like right there, oh my god, how many brain tingles do you get from that? You could put somebody in a deep state of relaxation. A deep state of relaxation by doing this. Just this simple thing right here is so simple. The tingles are off the chain. And then you squeeze the shoulders. I hope a lot of you get massages. I can't wait to go get mine. I go to this one place sometimes where for the first like 40 minutes they'll do complete compressions. Well, it depends how long your massage is. So say you're getting like a 90-minute massage, you'll get like 40 minutes of deep compression. That is really relaxing. Deep compression. Oh my god, that's like, it's really amazing if you haven't had that. And the way they do their compression is they do it with the sheet on, and then they compress from your neck to your feet over a period of like 30 to 40 minutes. And you specify how deep you want it. And sometimes it's like, they have different ways of measuring, but usually it's like light, medium, deep, extra deep. And so I usually go with like a medium to deep. But it depends on how I feel, because you don't always want like really deep, you know. Sometimes you know that you need to get a super deep massage and it's going to be a workout and it's not really going to be relaxing. But you know in the long run it's going to be good for you, you know. And other times you just want to relax. So when I go back, I think I'm gonna get like a medium massage just because it's been a while. It's probably been like 7 months. It's